Okay, welcome to the introduction of Advanced Find using Dynamics 365 CRM. In order to access the Advanced Find in your navigation bar, select the funnel icon. This is going to pop open a window, and it's going to bring you into the Advanced Find. So Advanced Find is used as an ad hoc reporting tool for Microsoft. It's very beneficial for refining different types of queries that you want to use based on your reporting requirements. Okay. So if you the look for drop down option gives you the ability to see into all of the entities that are active within your system. You can use the system views that have been previously created um, to bring the fields on this view to light for you to use within your query. So you can either use one or create a new view. If you want to have more information around how to create a view, um, please watch the how to create a view video that we have posted, as it will give you more information around creating different views. Views are essentially um, saved queries that you do that are saved within the system for you to be able to uh, leverage data and be able to slice and dice the information in certain ways. So if I was to select results, because I've only have my accounts criteria here, it's going to bring me all of the accounts that I have within the system based on the previous view that we have selected. So that means that if I select all institutions within the account, that view is going to be brought. It's going to bring me all of the accounts within the system with the columns that have been previously specified in the all institutions view. So let's create a query and let's use um, a new view so that we can adjust and modify it accordingly. So before creating your query, really try to understand the question that you're trying to answer, meaning what do I want to see from a reporting perspective, um, and how do I want to generate this data? So let's say my reporting requirement would be to have an understanding around all of the accounts that are within a specific country. So let's just start there. So we already have our accounts as our baseline criteria in which entity we're going to be looking for this information in. And what we want to do is select the drop down arrow here. This is going to give us the ability to see all of the fields that are within the account entity and be able to build a query upon it, okay? So let's look at the country and region because that is the field that we know that exists within the system. And what we're going to want to know is show me all of the countries, a country which equals, and let's enter Canada as an example so we can see what we're going to query. Once you've built your query, whether it's simple or complex, make sure that you press results so that you can preview the results from your query prior to continuing to use the advanced find functionality. So I've selected results, and now what it's doing, it's showing me the specific account name within my system that um, it has been created, and this specific company exists within Canada. Now, what I can do to refine this a little bit more in terms of the view that I want to see once this query is completed. Because I'm looking at understanding the specific region that this account is coming from, what we want to do is be able to have the specific columns associated to this account's location. So I'm going to go back to Advanced Find, and I'm going to use the view that has been previously created for all institutions. Okay, we're going to discard it and we're going to start again. Let's look for the country field. And what we want to do is I want the system to be able to show me all of the accounts where it exists within Canada. So press the results page. Again, you're seeing the same data, but now you're actually able to see that this account has been created in this city. Again, changing the specific view that you're looking at, it's going to change the columns that are going to be brought in to your results. The result of your query. Okay, so let's look at show me all of the accounts where the account name contains data. Okay, so that we can see all of the account's name and where the address for the city also contains data. The city contains data. And what we're trying to do here is build a query to show us all of the specific accounts within this address, okay? Now let's just not say equals for the country region because we don't want to specify a specific country at this time, just so that you guys can see how the data is going to be coming in. So let's just say it contains the data. Press the results. Again, we're using the same specific view and it's bringing us the same results. Okay, fantastic. Now let's try to switch our view here, or actually let's create a new view. Let's use this view. Let's leverage this view to show us the specific fields that we want to see. Make sure we have all of the columns that we want within this view. Okay, looks like we froze for a minute there, but that's okay. Just make sure you let it refresh. So in this specific all institutions view, we see that the account type, account name, main phone, primary contact email and status are the columns currently exposed within this view. So now you can either add a column or you can within this view or change the column properties. Um, okay, so we're going to continue to use this view at this time. So we've got account name, our address, our city, and our country. Let's remove some of these criterias within our view so that we can go a little bit more high level. Okay, so again, I just want to show you guys what I did. So selecting the drop down arrow gives you the ability to use all of these different criterias to slice and dice the information you want to create within your specific report. Okay, so you have the ability to use whether to say equals, does not equal, is greater than, less than, equal to, depending on the specific field you're asking for. The functionality and drop down selections are going to be different. Mostly you're going to see the equals, does not equals contain data, and does not contain data functionality enabled within most of the different types of accounts. So let's look for all of the accounts within a specific city. Let's just go contains data for now. Let's see what we come up with. So what we've done is we've changed our reporting requirement. We said, hey, we know we want to see all of the accounts. We're going to use the all institutions view to bring in the columns that I know I want to see. Again, if you want to understand how to create your new views, there's a video that we teach you further in depth on how to create your views. But if you're really just looking for leveraging the specific view that has already been created to slice and dice your information, there's a really good chance that the system views that have been previously created would meet your requirements. Okay, if it does not, please reach out to your system administrator where they'll be able to assist you with further view modifications or definition of requirement criteria. So what we're doing here is we're in the accounts entity. My reporting requirement is I want to be able to see all of the accounts within a specific city where in that specific account form, city has data. Okay, so then once you've identified your reporting criteria, ensure to press your results button where it would bring you your specific query based on your criteria selection. Fantastic. So since we've changed our reporting requirement, we now see that we have all of the accounts within a specific city that contains data, and there's 203 records. Fantastic. So using the advanced find, it gives you the ability to query on multiple um, different things. It is a reporting tool that Microsoft uses and leverage it, that it helps you to leverage the data that's currently in the system to be able to accurately report on results. Okay, so if you like the criteria that you previously created, and this is the reporting requirement that you might have either weekly, monthly, annually, and you don't want to have to recreate the specific view, what you want to do is ensure that you save as. So make sure that you're saving the specific criteria with a very unique name so that you know what to look for in your views once trying to select it. Okay, we're going to call demo advance find as our name. So ensure you are naming your query correctly. Okay, press save. You can give it descriptions if you want. If you want to modify the columns, again, you have the option of doing that, editing the properties. Um, this is a really good way for you to be able to understand the basic functionality of creating a view. Fantastic. Okay, so now we've understood how to be able to create a simple query. And how to be able to save this query so you can have visibility on it at a later date. Now that we've understood it, we've created this view, we've saved this view and named it Demo Advanced Find. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close out of that and I am going to accounts. And because I use the accounts entity in my query and I save this view, when you select the accounts entity, it's going to bring you to your default view. Okay, right now I have it set as all institutions, but if you want to ping a different view that you want to see as a default once you get into the specific entity, select your view and then pin it with this pin on the left hand side. This is going to bring you to um, the view that you created based on your reporting requirements. If you want to have the ability to do further analysis on the specific data at any specific time, in your ribbon, you do have the opportunity of exporting the specific view as a Excel, so you can do that. Which is going to give you visibility on your data. Okay. If you want to slice and dice this information and have visibility around the different types of accounts, perhaps account name or whatever column is included in your view, you can opt to have a chart pane either on the top or on the right side of your view to further give you analysis on your specific data. Okay, so here there are the system charts that are previously created by a system administrator. If you want to slice and dice this information differently within the system, you can always reach out to your system administrator or um, create your own chart based on your requirements. Okay, you can have that functionality by creating a new chart on this plus button here. It's going to save it to your own. Notice that when we created this advanced find view, we create it for ourselves. So ensure that if you are creating a specific view for to be able to meet your reporting requirements that you create it, save it, and then should you want to make this a system view, please ensure to reach out to your system administrator. So today, just to recap, we understood how to create a simple query from the advanced line using different entities as well as the saved views that are currently in the systems. We understood that creating a advanced find query and saving it will give us the ability to have a new view created based on our reporting requirements. Um, and based on that, we've understood that the specific view can be saved as the, the specific advanced find query can be saved as a view, and you can pin it as your um, default view to open up once you're in a specific entity. Thank you.